6 o'clock. I'll call this meeting to order. Deputy Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Yep. Tucker Whitman.
Here.
Andy Dennison is excused. Ben Vitale.
Present.
Mark Farrell is excused. Paul Pinkney.
Present.
Aileen McNabb Coleman.
Present.
Joseph DeForest.
Present.
Terry Baxter.
Aye.
Joseph Bennett.
Present.
Frank Reginelli.
Present.
Patrick Mahunick.
Here.
Timothy Lattimore.
Here.
Michael Didio.
Here.
Ryan Foley.
Present.
And Keith Batman is excused.
Thank you.
Yep.
Before we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of prayer, I ask that you remember John Doyle, Jr., graduate of the first class of Mount Carmel High School, corporate counsel and assistant to the president of Red Star Express, and he had his own law practice here in Auburn. Janice Lynch, mother of Steve Lynch, our planning director. Joyce Vella, who worked for the county attorney's office for 42 years. And Stephen Erskine, who worked at Seymour Library. So please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent prayer. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, we had a proclamation for Harry Souls Day in Cayuga County, which has been delivered. So we will move on to the public to be heard. Is there anybody who wishes to be heard? Mr. Lattimore.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for allowing me a moment here. Tim Lattimore, 63 South Street. Chairman, honorable body. Last night we had a Ways and Means meeting that Ms. McNabb was chairing and Coleman. Went very well. We had some elected officials that were there. And I just think it's very, very important with Senator Nozzolio retiring. And I'd like to thank the senator for everything that he's done over the years. Especially, I remember calling on him when I was mayor to give us $100,000 for the Veterans Park, which is next door here, that fits in very well. And the senator has done a lot of other good things, but I think it's very, very important that we elect to replace Mr. Nozzolio with a candidate from Cayuga County. I think it's would behoove us. That district is just outside my boundaries, and there's a little law in the Board of Elections that says you have to live within the district a year in advance. Now, Bobby Kennedy could come into New York and run for U.S. Senator, and Hillary Clinton can run for U.S. Senator, but for some reason, for our local senators, there's a little obstacle there. You know, you can't just move in. But anyways, I think it's that district. I might even, if I was living in that district, I might even win that district because it was 14,000 votes in my party's favor. So, well, 7. Mr. Pinkney's corrected me again from the back row. But anyways, I think it's very, very important that I don't care if it's a Democrat, Independent, Conservative, Republican, but I think it's very important to this body in this county to have a representative in the Senate. And I hope that somebody, either on this board from the north, I don't want to get too close, but anyways, or somebody who's already elected. I see a couple candidates that I would like to see run. But I think it's very, very important that we elect people from Cayuga County if we want the representation. One of the questions that was asked of our elected officials last night was, how much have you brought to the table in regards to funding? And very little. Out of this magnificent budget that the governor was, surpluses all over, and we got little or none. I know that the sheriff has been doing a great job with HEAL, along with Amy Cox and some of the other educators to teach our young people. And I think we got zero or in the budget for that epidemic, for heroin epidemic, which is terrible. It's a terrible return. So anyways, Mr. Chairman, I think that, I know you're looking at your watch and I do want to get on with the meeting, but I think it's very important that we get our elected officials, and I will support, I hate to say that, but I mean, I'll support even anybody from Cayuga County to run and get that seat. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lattimore. Is there anybody else who would like to be heard? If not, we have minutes for approval for March 22nd, 16.
Move them. Second.
Got a motion, Mr. Foley, second, Mr. Bennett. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are good. CCC report, Dr. Durant is not here, and I don't see anybody else from the college, but you do have his report attached. So,
Mr. Chair, I would like to say that it's very nice to have you on that board as our appointed person for the college.
thank you.
Chairman and the board, you're doing great.
Thanks.
Maybe you should run.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks. All right, committee reports and individual legislators' reports. Mr. Didio.
Thank you, sir. Have a report from the HEAL advocates. Next month, there will be a proclamation and resolution put forth. In the process of putting it together, and you'll see that. On another note, we have the New York State Association of Counties, NYSAC, for those not familiar. What I'd like to see is a little bit more attention be given to NYSAC in our quest to take a look at the DA salaries and other issues that came up, certainly some things that came up last night, and present them to NYSAC through Stephen Aquario, the president of NYSAC. And he does have representatives that come out through our inter-county association, especially the one in Western New York, that take these resolutions and bring them directly to Steve Aquario and then onward to the governor's office. That would be a big plus. What else? I might have another item in here. I'll pass on the rest of it and we'll move. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other legislators? Mr. Foley.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Government Ops doesn't have any resolutions tonight, but I do have an update from Larry Wilt that I wanted to inform this body of regarding the van. He did say that he has good news regarding that. The van that transports veterans to and from their appointments that was in an accident, he was getting a new one, and that will be delivered to him on Monday the 25th, and it should be fully operational on the 26th, Tuesday, after they get all of their decals and everything on it. So that was a bit of good news, and I did want to report that. And we will also be discussing that ban further at government operations next month.
Thank you. Mr. Didio.
I do have another item. What we need to do is get closer to Steve Aquario through the New York State Association of Counties regarding unfunded mandates. They do an enormous work in that area. So we need to be updated. I try to update on what we get on the inter-county of Western New York. Next month, I may have some better news. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other legislators? Mr. Pinckney.
Mr. Chairman, backing up on the reports, was there a letter to be read by the dog park project?
That will come after appointments. We'll go into communications. if you'd like that read, we can do it at that time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, County Administrator's Report.
Well, my report is in the box. It hasn't changed much from last night, so there's really not much there. I did send out an email to you this afternoon. I did want to mention, and I forgot to last night, that I sent out the Municipal Cooperation Agreement, which is the instrument through which we participate in the Health Insurance Consortium. And that actually terminates December 31 of this year, but the members, which there are three, the Cayuga Community College, ourselves, and Soil and Water, are supposed to kind of indicate their agreement to continue and extend the agreement prior to July 1st. So I would ask Mr. Foley if he would allow us to raise the issue at the Government Ops Committee meeting, but I wanted people to have a chance to read the agreement prior, so I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. The chair report. Keith didn't leave one, so I'm just created one. First off, is anybody from Leadership Cayuga? If anybody attending from Leadership Cayuga tonight? If you guys could stand and be acknowledged. So we thank you for your time and dedication and learning more about our community and our county and your leadership roles. So thank you. Just a couple of things from me. I did attend, as well as Keith, the inauguration of Brian Durant as our new county or community college president. I want to extend a thanks to you all to support me as a trustee on that board. I've been up there quite a bit lately. There's a lot going on at the college, and I will do everything in my power to keep you informed. We do have a special session on May 11th, and Brian will be coming in to discuss some issues with you that he has, to give you an update on some issues that are going on at the college. We also have had some extensive discussion about an enrollment plan. Enrollment is an issue up there. It's an enrollment everywhere in every community college across the whole Northeast. They took a lot of time to look at the reasons why there's a shift in enrollment and how they can combat that and capture the kids that are coming out of our high schools. So that will be coming forth as well. Two other notes. There are two fundraising things that I just want to put out there. Every year, for the past 3 years, this community has supported St. Baldrick's. That is coming up again in June. So if anybody wants to dare to shave their heads, I know we've had some community or county leaders in the past, including Fred, Dave, Kelly Anderson, Mr. Lattimore, Ray Bazzari, Jim Orman, our past administrator, but I'm not going to put any pressure on you at all whatsoever. And this year, well, last year they started a thing where you could now do mustaches, so Mr. Batman may be approached in the near future. So if anybody is interested in that, please let me know or go to stbaldricks.org and sign up. In 3 years, we've raised over $300,000 for childhood cancer research, so the county has been a huge part of that, and I would like to see that continue. The other one is Operation Enduring Gratitude, and I know Mr. Orman's a part of that. I would like to challenge this body right now, and not that you have to answer me right now, but it cost about $600 to send a veteran back to Washington on this trip. There's 15 of us, and if we can sponsor one veteran, I think that would be great. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. And then I would also like to challenge our departments to see how many people, as a county, we can, working through our departments, everybody gives a little. We may be able to send quite a contingency down to Washington to see, for these men and women to see the monuments that were built in their honor. So, so I challenge us as a body to raise the $600 to fund one person to go, and I challenge our department heads to do the same. So that is it for me, and we can move right into appointments and reappointments.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr. Lattimore.
One more announcement in regards to, Sheriff, is Heel doing a, in front of City Hall on the 21st?
Yes.
21st,
10 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. I think that's, the awareness is helping.
Mhm.
And I think that that'll be 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. Trying to get all the students from Auburn, they're gonna have the football, they're gonna have all the athletes there, and a lot of other people, so if anybody can attend, it'll be good.
So it's 10 a.m. on the 21st?
At the City Hall.
Okay, thank you. All right, appointments and reappointments.
I can read them off.
Do we,
Office for the Aging, Connie Guile. Cayuga County Industrial Development Agency, Gina Spino.
Do we have a motion on the appointments and reappointments?
Motion.
Mr. Bennett, second by Mr. Vitale. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are carried. All right, communications and announcements.
Motion to waive the reading of communications and announcements.
We have a
Second,
motion
someone
and-
wants to pull them out.
We have a motion and a second by Mr. Foley. Mr. Pinckney?
Could you read the dog park communication, please?
Can you read the
Read
first
it,
one?
yep. This is an invitation. You are cordially invited to the grand opening ceremony for the Lakeside Dog Park to be held Saturday, May 21st, 2016, 1 p.m. at the dog park. Ribbon cutting ceremony, doggy photo booth, and more. All dogs are welcome, of course. Here you go.
Look forward to seeing everybody there.
I'll bring my dog, Mr. Pickle.
All right, so we can move right into resolutions. We have Ways and Means up first. Nab Coleman.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to offer the regular monthly resolutions as a bundle, 1A, 1B.
We have 1A and 1B as a bundle. We have any discussion, separation? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are carried.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to offer WM 2, 3, 4, and 5 as a bundle. I'm going to take out WM 1 right now.
So we have WM 2 through 5 as a bundle. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Back to WM 1.
WM 1, refunding the bond resolution of the county legislator to the county of Cayuga, New York, adopted April 21st, 2016, authorizing the refunding of general obligation serial bonds and providing for other matters in relation thereto and the payment of the bonds to be refunded. I see that it requires a 2/3 majority, so I
Yeah.
separated that.
So we have to do a roll call on that, right, Fred? All right, so we'll do a roll call vote on WM 1.
Mr. Chairman, may I recommend a show of hands?
Is that
Second.
That's as long as it's a clear majority, doesn't
okay?
make the body.
All
Yeah.
right, so if everybody is in support of, anybody in support of WM 1 will raise their hand. That is definitely a clear majority.
Do it again?
Oh, we know.
Are there any nays?
I'm not a nay, but I just want a clarification. I believe that saved us $500,000 in payments, Suzanne, is there?
I don't know the exact number. The treasurer's office would normally bring that forward, but I believe it's 400 and some thousand dollars.
So it's a positive thing. So.
Yes, yes, that much it is.
All right. So we have unanimous support?
Yes.
Anybody opposed? All right, we'll move on. Anything else? Thank you. Health and Human Services.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Health and Human Services has 14 resolutions. HH 13 was tabled at Ways and Means for further information asked for. At this time, I'd like to offer up HH 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 15 as a bundle.
All right, so we have a bundle of HH 1 through 12 and HH 14 and 15, excluding HH 13. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? They are carried. Government Ops you have no resolutions, but any updates? You already gave an update. Anything else?
No update from government operations, Mr. Chairman.
Planning.
Mr. Chairman, planning has 2 resolutions before you that have been through committee and seek your approval.
So we have planning, or PL 1 and 2. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Those are carried. Public Works.
Mr.
Chairman, Public Works has 14 resolutions. I'd like to present them as a bundle, except for number 12, which was pulled during committee and Ways and Means. All the rest have been through both committees and approved, so I offer them as a bundle.
So we have PW 1 through 11 and 13 and 14. We will exclude PW 12. Any discussion on those? Any separation? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are carried. Anything else? Mr. Vitale?
No, sir, thank you.
Judicial and Public Safety, we had three resolutions. I would offer them as a bundle. They have been through committee, they have been discussed, unless anybody would like any separated. If not, I would say any discussion on JP 1 through 3. Mr. Foley?
I just have a question on JP one. I know Legislator Bennett did have some questions on that and some information from last night. I just want to make sure that he did receive that information and had his questions answered.
Yes, I'd like to thank the sheriff and the sheriff's department for the information, and I totally do support this unit, but I'd like to see a little more activity out there on the lake as boating season comes on. And I will be supporting this.
Thank you. So, any further discussion on JP 1 through 3? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are carried. All right, we have Ledge 1 and 2, which is, they've been through every committee, so I think that we have exhausted those. So I would offer those as a bundle. Any discussion?
I do. Just one quick thing.
Go ahead.
For Ledge 1, for Ledge 2, the designating sweet corn as the official New York State vegetable, I just want to say that that's actually kind of special because the students of Dana L. West High School or Middle School, in Port Byron, is it, Mr. Vitale?
Yes, sir, Mr. Foley.
Yes. Actually contacted us because they are trying to advocate for something that they wanted to pursue in their student government class. They offered this to us in hopes that we would pass this for them, encouraging our state officials to adopt this resolution here. So it's literally students in our county working towards a government to promote this. So I think it is special, so I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Mr. Foley. So Ledge 1 and 2, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are carried. Any other business?
I'd like to commend the chairman on a great meeting.
Mr. Lattimore?
Motion to adjourn.
Well,
Sorry.
Hang on.
I'd just like to say that while you were speaking, that one of your colleagues from the college happened to come in.
Oh.
Mr. Klink
Mr. Klink.
is in the house. Good to see the trustee here tonight.
Thank you for that acknowledgement. I did not see him come in. Anything else for this body?
Motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second? Second. Really? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Mr. Bennett's opposed. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Make a motion to fire.
I was gonna say, I think he might have gotten the record.
What about-